We will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Burgess. Present. Mr. Burgess is present. Mr. Colby. Present. Mr. Colby is present. Mr. Delahanty. Here. Mr. Delahanty is present. Ms. Delvecchio Hoffman. Present. Ms. Delvecchio Hoffman is present. Chairman Dondorfer.
Here.
Chairman Dondorfer is present. Ms. Hughes Smith. Here. Ms. Hughes Smith is present. Mr. Marionetti. Here. Mr. Marionetti is present. Mr. Milne. Present. Mr. Milne is present. Ms. Vecchio. Here. Ms. Vecchio is present.
Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
Is there anyone present who has not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? Seeing none, the approval of minutes. The next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the May 24th, 2022 meeting minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. Next item on the agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
Referral number 22-0207, acceptance of the Aid to Localities grant from the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services for the offices of the District Attorney and the Public Defender.
Moved by legislator Milne, seconded by legislator Colby. Is there any discussion? You have the floor.
Thank you. To the administration, is there an explanation as to why the DA's office gets 5 positions?
Good evening. Could I have the question repeated, please? Eric Teifke, Acting Public Defender.
Welcome.
I was just trying to understand if there was a rationale as to why the funding from this grant is distributed the way it is, with 5 positions for the DA's office, but only 3.
Through the chair, I don't have an answer for that. I can tell you that the prosecutor's office is larger than the public defender's office. That could be the reason.
Would anyone be able to get me an answer?
Through the chair, I can certainly endeavor to do that.
That would be great. Thank you.
Any other questions? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0208, authorize a contract with Cayuga Home for Children, Inc. for therapy services with Raise the Age youth.
Moved by legislator Colby, seconded by legislator Marionetti. Is there any discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0209, amend resolution 282 of 2020 to authorize contract renewals with the Board of Regents of the University of Oklahoma Health Sciences Center and Coordinated Care Services for services related to the Finger Lakes Regional Youth Justice Team Grant Program.
Moved by legislator Marionetti, seconded by legislator Delahanty. Is there any discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 22-0212, authorize the creation of 1 new position in the Public Safety Department Office of Probation Community Corrections and 1 new position in the District Attorney's Office in order to implement the United States Justice Department's Swift, Certain, and Fair Supervision Program, and authorize an agreement with the City of Rochester Police Department and other community partners to carry out the Swift, Certain, and Fair Supervision HOPE grant in Monroe County.
Moved by legislator Delahanty, seconded by legislator Milne. Is there any discussion on this? I'll just declare my interest just for
Notice.
All right. Seeing no discussion, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Next item.
Referral number 22-0221, authorizing any municipal agreement with Ontario County for the Monroe County Jail to accept and maintain custody of inmates from the Ontario County Jail.
Moved by legislator Milne, seconded by legislator Colby. Is there any discussion? Declaring your interest?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Through the chair, our current staffing situation, we're approximately down 50 staff members. Through the chair, there are vacancies that we are attempting to fill at this time. We are currently processing candidates, and we have another exam scheduled for December.
Legislator Delvecchio Hoffman.
Today and look into it more.
So I'll have a question to the administration then. So the money that is being paid to us per inmate is to cover the the cost of the housing and to feed those inmates, correct? Or,
Through the chair, correct.
so we're not making any profit on this, is what you're saying?
Chair, correct.
Okay. Yes, ma'am, you have the floor.
Answer was that we're down to 50 staff at the jail. And full capacity is how many?
Through the chair, we currently have a T of O for the jail staff would be 502. That includes my position as well. Chair, that's correct.
It sounded to me like you had 50. And then a follow-up question regarding the rate. I see the daily rate is set by the federal government. Costs probably vary from place to place around the country. What the daily rate of employees and operations is for the county jail?
Through the chair, I don't have that number directly, but the federal fund rate that we're using is what the Monroe County Sheriff's Office charges the U.S. Marshal Service currently to house their prisoners.
Okay, thank you.
If the $122.13 per day ends up being a little bit more than a cost for food and housing and whatever is being provided, where does sort of the rest of that money go, or the surplus of that?
Sorry, through the chair, can you repeat the question? So through the chair, the rate that we set to the 122 was adjusted, I believe, in 2017. It's looked at every 5 years. The cost of housing prisoners is way higher than 122.17 or 13.
That isn't spent on housing them, does that go into a fund? Does it go into a?
Chair, it would end up in the Sheriff's Office General Fund.
I understand that they need this help. Is that why we're doing this? Or, what is the reason?
Through the chair, Ontario County is experiencing staff shortages. We offered to help for approximately 90 days.
Any further questions? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? 8-1, motion carries. Was that the last one?
Yep.
All right, are there any other matters to come before this committee? Seeing none, there being no other matters, the June 29th, 2022 meeting of the Public Safety Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Public Safety Committee will be held on Tuesday, July 26th, 2022 at 5:30 p.m.